A U.S. senior defense official told reporters Monday that about 75% of Russia's combat power is inside Ukraine. Despite that, not much has changed in terms of their battle for control since yesterday. Let's take a look. I want you to see exactly what we're talking about. Right now, what we have is a situation where Russia has been able to successfully take over parts of eastern and southern Ukraine. That's where those troops are currently. We heard reports about Kherson yesterday. Right now, Russian troops have Kherson surrounded, but they have not been able to take over the city of Kherson because of the resolve of the Ukrainian people. We've also seen earlier today, Adrienne introduced the show talking about the bombing that has happened in Kharkiv. In Kharkiv, we have watched intense bombing. It has not stopped, and we saw that government building being taken down in real time. Those images are disturbing to see. But more importantly, what I want you to understand, too, is that the bombing has also intensified in western Ukraine. What Russia has been doing has been trying to stop aid from coming in to help Ukrainians from both NATO and Western allies. So they are trying to bomb this area intensely to stop any type of support from flying in. And take a look. This is the image that we've seen all morning. That convoy coming in from the north, coming in from Belarus down. Troops were able to stage in Belarus. So as that convoy that we see now is like 14 miles long, it's about 17 miles north of Kyiv, the nation's capital of Ukraine. That convoy has been able to take over Chernobyl, and they're 17 miles outside of Kyiv. They have not been able to take over Kyiv because of the resolve of the Ukrainian people. Adrienne?
Okay, the resolve of the people, and yet there are so many forces starting to surround Ukraine and Kyiv. It's just, your heart hurts because there are far more Russian troops.
Absolutely, but we've seen, like we heard General Newton talk about, civilians leave, come back, they're determined to defend their country.